Hello, my name is Alicia Casey, and I am here today to talk to you about how to create a Google form for capturing people's information for registering them into your online classes. So as everything's moving online, this has been such an easy and free tool that I've started to have my team use, and I wanted to get on and make a little tutorial about how to make a free Google form, and I'll just get right to it so you can see what it's all about. Okay, so this is the final product. So when you can send someone this link and they can actually go on and register for your class. Okay, so the first step is we are gonna go on into our Google Drive. So if you need to have a Gmail account, and you go to drive.google.com, sign in your Gmail account, and then you'll open it up and it'll go straight to my drive. So if you need access to my information, you would just, if you're on my team, I have a team folder called doTERRA graphics. You can go to shared with me and you'll be able to see it once I share it with you, or just click the link and open it right up. Or you can go to doTERRA graphics, go to online oil party materials. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is download our graphic. So that cute little heading topper on the in the heading area. So I've got multiple different designs, and some of them say Essential Oils Webinar, some of them say Online Oil Party, and then you'll just want to make sure you download the one that says Google Form. Okay, so that way it's the proper sizing. Okay, so once you do that, then you can open up your online oil party. So this one's mine, so you can't duplicate it, otherwise it will just go into the team graphic folder and then everybody will have access to it. So we don't want that. We want to, you can use this one to copy and paste the information and then create your own, but that way you can kind of see what it looks like and have all the buttons checked and all that kind of stuff. But once you do it once and you put it in your own Google Drive, then you can duplicate it for each class, and it takes seconds to update and then send out to your people. Also, the PowerPoint for teaching the class is also in this folder as well. Okay, so what we're gonna do first thing is go to my drive. So we don't want to do it in my folder. You do not want to make a new Google form in my folder. You want to go to new. You want to go to more. Just scroll over, you don't have to click it, and then click Google Form. Okay, so a blank Google Form will pop up. And I have to scoot this down just a hair so I can see under my, there we go, perfect. Okay, so you can just go back to mine, open it up, and you can copy and paste. So you can copy the heading, copy the wording, so excited to have you. You can put the date, oops, date and time of the class in there. And make sure you put, please register by a week before so we can get your class materials kit, especially if you need time to mail it. Okay, and then I'm gonna move this over so it's easier. And then you'll create all of your questions. So first question, it's already there. You just type in here first and last name. And it already automatically changes to short answer. That one is required, so you want to check off that required box. Go right here. You can either do add question or you can duplicate. So since it's the same type of question for the next one, I would just duplicate. So then I'm going to type email address and duplicate, and phone number. and make sure that's still required. So the next question is a little more complicated. It is going, so I'm going to copy and paste this. So what are you most interested to use essential oils for? Please check all that apply. Now, Google's so smart, it automatically changes it to check boxes. So you can go right here to option 1, and you're gonna have to type all this in by hand. Immune system, sleep, allergies, headaches, pain management. You can type in whatever you choose. And then, after you list out the ones that you like, I always add creating a business with doTERRA. I know that can be kind of scary for some of you, but it's really great. People check it. And then when you go to talk to them about the business, it's not weird. You don't feel awkward like, hey, I wanted to share something. They asked you for the information. Also, in your online class, you are going to be sharing about the doTERRA business. You can refer back to that. Be like, oh my gosh, several of you checked off you were interested in creating a business with doTERRA. So we're going to chat about that for a few minutes. And then I do always add other, okay? And then I do make this section required. Next, I will ask who invited you to this webinar, because sometimes they're invited from a friend of a friend. So you just want a regular generic question, and it'll automatically turn to short answer. Click required. Are you currently a doTERRA member? Okay, this is also great information to know. So we would just add another. Now you can either make it a multiple choice, or you can make it a drop down. So you can click yes, or type in yes, no, and I don't know, because some people just don't know. Okay, so that's all for that one. Oops, not an option 4. If you make an extra one, you can just exit out. And then this one definitely is required. Okay, and then class materials pack. Would you like a class materials pack mailed to you for $5 so you can get the full oil experience? So that $5 is going to cover your shipping and the cost of your samples, which is going to be phenomenal. Okay, so now they don't have to do it, it's optional, but if they want the full class experience, I do recommend having people prepay. So we'll either say yes. Oh, let me copy and paste these answers real quick. So yes, and then in parentheses, or you can do a comma, whichever you prefer. I would like the full class experience, including samples of essential oils and class materials. And then no is the other option. No, I would just like to join online and follow along without samples. So this is going to be huge for you guys because you're already pre-qualifying them. If someone's willing to pay $5 to have the full class experience, they're ready to transform their health, and they're probably going to be ready to buy that kit right then. If they don't, maybe they're just coming to feel it out, like, I'm not really sure, okay? And, if they do live local, you can, talk to them about, if you're doing a class for all local people, you can just drop off the samples if you feel more comfortable that way. But I personally like to mail them out. It saves me time. I'm going to do another tutorial on how to do PayPal shipping. Super easy. So, okay, here, if yes, Venmo me at, you can put your Venmo ID number there, or your PayPal email or Zelle, or however you like to get paid, and type your mailing address below. And so this one isn't required. It's only if they say yes. So you don't have to make that one required. And then the last question is, would you like to be added to my email list to let you know about upcoming events, specials, and further education? Oh my gosh, this one is huge. Your email list is your gold, okay? So make sure that you have this as an option and click required, okay? So that is how you fill that out. And then if you want to make it extra pretty, you can customize the theme, choose image. Wherever you have that image saved, you can go to upload photo, you can browse it, or I already have it ready to go. You can just drop it right in. And make sure you pick the graphic that says Google Form, because it'll be perfectly sized. See how that's perfectly sized? Yes, and done. And if you want to play around with the color, you can pick different theme colors, but you know, doTERRA purple is always a good, oh, what happened to my purple? I don't know, it's okay. And then you can also change your font style if you want to. Okay, now last thing before we are ready to send it is we want to know where those responses are going, okay? So you're accepting responses here. And for your very, okay, you always want to choose get email notifications for new responses. That way you can email every time someone signs up. Very handy. Then select response destination. Okay, so you'll click that and a box is going to pop up. So the very first time that you make your first Google form, I recommend creating a new spreadsheet. And then the next time you do it, you want to select an existing spreadsheet and then hit select, and you can select a spreadsheet that you already have created called oil parties or online classes. So that way you can keep them in different tabs for the different dates. But for your very first one, you always want to do create new spreadsheet. I recommend changing it to online classes responses. Okay, create. Okay, so that's going to go into a separate spreadsheet that's in your Google Drive. So you'll have to go back and find and to see those responses. Okay, it's very easy to find. And then click, oh, you might not have seen that because my face was in the way. Let me move it over just a hair. There we go. So there's this big send button, click send. What I like to do is click this link button, click shorten URL, and copy the link. Okay, so this link you can text message people, you can add it to your Instagram link tree, you can add it on your Facebook invite. So in that spot where it says click here to buy tickets, if you have a link to purchase tickets, put the link there. Also put the link in the description on your Facebook invite. And then if you want to go back and find your Google form, I'll show you how to do that real quick. So by clicking online, what did I name it? Oil class, I thought I named it. What did I name it? Oil party responses. You can click that. It will bring up this beautiful Google sheet, and it will have all of the information that they put in a box, in the boxes. And then at the bottom you'll see there's a tab, so as you create more, there'll be more each time you link it to this Google sheet. You can add, it'll add it as a new tab, and you can rename that tab for the date of the class. Okay, so it's as simple as that. Again, here's our final product. You'll have that link. You can send that out. It's totally editable, customizable. The key is make sure you're actually creating it in your own drive, not in my shared Google Drive, because you won't, everybody will have access to it and you won't be able to share it properly. Okay, so that's as easy as that, and I've got more tutorials to come on how to ship samples and how to teach the class, so watch for those. Thanks, bye.